Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Buddy Strange, this is StrangeVoodooTV, and here we are in week 10. I've got a lot of stuff on my plate, so sorry if this episode is a little quick and I don't get to all the things that I should get to in this episode, but anyway, that being said, here we go into the week 9 recap and then into the week 10 preview and pick 'em. First off, the win of the week is going to be twofold. I couldn't decide, but I had to give it to the Dolphins for winning a game. I mean, yes, I could have given it to the Jets loss of the week, but I said a couple weeks back, maybe a few weeks back, before that I would give the Dolphins the win of the week if they won, and I just had to stay true to my word. Dolphins win of the week. I mean, come on, Fitzmagic, baby, getting it done. They were able to get a win. Good job to Brian Flores and that team for not giving up. I know it's a quote-unquote tank year or whatever for them, but I'm glad they were at least able to get one and not go 0-16. Good for them. They're still going to get a high pick and possibly still get Tua if that's who they want. But anyway, yeah, just great win for them. Good job, Dolphins. Alright, and then the other one is going to be the Ravens beating the Patriots. It was just a great team game for the Ravens against an amazing defense, an amazing team. The Patriots, I know everyone's like, oh, they got exposed. Oh, they haven't played a real team yet, and now that they played a real team, they're just going to get beat every time. No, it was just a really good day for the Ravens. Patriots had an off game. It happens. If anything, it was more exposing, quote-unquote, the critics of the Ravens, because the Ravens are a really good team. They've now beat the Seahawks in Seattle and New England and Baltimore, but still a great New England team. Really good job by the Ravens. Lamar Jackson's looking outstanding. Mark Ingram, very good job. Their offensive line is blocking out of their minds, doing a great job, and then that defense is coming together and starting to find their flow and rhythm, and it's fun to watch, as well as the Ravens. The Ravens are a really good team. Good job, Ravens. Win of the week. Alright, loss of the week is going to be not the Jets, but the Packers, losing to the Chargers. Oof, that was a bad one. That defense could stop everything but field goals, pretty much. The Packers did a good job at bending, not breaking, but on the flip side, that offense could not get it done against a fierce Chargers defense. Joey Bosa was on Aaron Rodgers' ass all day. That back end for the Chargers defense did a really good job at covering the weapons. And then also on the ground, the Chargers were able to stop Aaron Jones, and it was a really good day for him, and not a good day for the Packers. Loss of the week, Packers. Alright everybody, SVTV's Players of the Week. First off, Offensive Player of the Week, Russell Wilson, coming in 328 yards, 5 TDs, 133.7 passer rating. Very good job for him, and a win, and a close win over Tampa Bay. I told you Jameis Winston was going to have a day. Watch out. He did get a lucky break on a Rashad Perriman tip pass catch by him for a touchdown. Hey, Jameis Winston went toe-to-toe with him. I thought it was going to happen. I said it was going to happen. The Seahawks have been kind of struggling, but Russell Wilson coming in with a big day to help his team, getting out on top. Honorable mention really quick, Christian McCaffrey. Didn't want to do another week of double Players of the Week. There's been a little too many for my liking. I kind of want to keep it to one as much as possible. He just had a day, and I had to give him an honorable mention at least. So honorable mention, Christian McCaffrey. Offense Player of the Week, Russell Wilson. Alright, Defense Player of the Week is going to be actually twofold. I know I just said what I said, but they're teammates, so it kind of makes sense. It's going to be Minkah Fitzpatrick first off. He had a pick 6 touchdown. You might see that later. I'm still deciding on the play of the week, but you might see that in a couple minutes. 7 tackles to go along with that. Big day for him. He's been balling out since the trade, and he is proving to be a really big and good asset for the Steelers. Great pickup. That trade is starting to look smarter and smarter each game. And then the second defense player of the week is going to be Bud Dupree. 2 sacks, a forced fumble, 3 tackles along with that. What can I say? The Steelers defense balled out, and even with Brian Hoyer coming in and actually having a pretty damn good game for a third-string quarterback, starting, or I guess backup now, but he came in and did a really good job for the Colts outside of the Minkah Fitzpatrick play. But I mean, that was just a great play by Minkah. Yeah, those 2 players, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Bud Dupree, big Bud Dupree did a great job for the Steelers and helped lead them to a win. And then also Adam Vinatieri. But laces out Rigoberto Sanchez. Anyway, yeah, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Bud Dupree, Defensive Player of the Week. Special Teams Player of the Week, Harrison Butker. Again, he was my Special Teams Player of the Week, Week 1, I believe. 4 out of 4, 14 points, game winner. I mean, can't have any better than that. I wish he didn't hit it because I picked the Vikings, but, hey, Props to him. Great job by him. Harrison Butker, Special Teams Player of the Week. Alright everybody, are you guys ready? Because here is SVTV's Play of the Week.
With San Francisco. Poyer fakes the handle. Poyer throws. Intercepted. It's picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And Fitzpatrick is going to go all the way. What a play. 96 yards. Touchdown. DeWindsey, look out from the side. They were coming hard. That's Noah Fant. Breaking tackles in the secondary. There he goes. Foot race. Ford can't get him. He's in for the touchdown. 75 yards.
Alright, I hope you enjoyed the Play of the Week, everybody. If you did, hit that like button down below to show support for the guys actually making the plays. But no, I hope you enjoyed it. But anyway, let's get into how we did this past week. This past week, we went 8 of 14 for 57%. Really quickly, we hit on the 49ers, did not hit on the Texans Jaguars. We hit on the Redskins Bills, hit on the Panthers Titans. We did not hit on the Vikings Chiefs again. Harrison Butker, god dang it. But good on him. The Jets Dolphins, yeah, I mean, come on. But good for the Dolphins. Bears Eagles hit it. Colts Steelers did not hit it. Again, Minka Fitzpatrick, Bud Dupree, great job. And then Adam Vinatieri, but laces out. Rigoberto Sanchez pulling a Dan Marino. And that field is not a great one to kick at either. So, there's that. Lions Raiders hit on it barely, but did. Buccaneers Seahawks, again, I said it was going to be close. It was, but got it right. Browns versus Broncos. All right, Broncos. Brandon Allen coming in, looking pretty solid. Noah Fant finally having himself a good day, and the Browns just not having a great day. And the hype is shrinking faster than Baker Mayfield's beard and mustache. Did you see that? He shaved like 3 times during the game, or twice or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's stupid that the press is even covering it like it matters, but there you go. Got that one right. Packers Chargers did not get that one right. I mean, the Chargers have been not looking great, but during the Packers game, they had the right game plan. They were a team with nothing much to lose and just got it done, backed against the wall, and they were able to outperform the Packers and get it. And then the Patriots Ravens called that one, called the upset. I just had a feeling it was at home. It was at home in Baltimore. They usually do pretty damn well there. They usually do pretty damn well against the Patriots for whatever reason. John Harbaugh has Bill Belichick's number. Not always, but it's been known to happen. Plus, the Patriots hadn't faced anything like Lamar Jackson, Mark Ingram combo, and the Ravens did a really good job at utilizing their tight ends. I was very proud of them for that, and the tight ends stepped up finally. Mark Andrews didn't drop 3 balls this game. Nick Boyle, Hayden Hurst, Mark Andrews all had a pretty good day. Mark Ingram on the ground had a fantastic day outside of 1 fumble, and if it weren't for a couple of fumbles, the muffed punt, it would have been a really bad game, way worse than it actually was. I thought it was going to be kind of a close one, but the Ravens ran away with it. And again, don't think the Patriots are exposed or going to have major fallout over this. They'll rebound. They have a bye this week. The next week, they'll come back and probably be just as good as they were the first 8 weeks. I mean, come on. They're the Patriots. Don't expect nothing but the best from them week in and week out. Just wasn't their week. Good job, Ravens, for proving me right. I trusted in the purple, and the purple pulled it out, baby. Good job. And then lastly, Cowboys Giants did not call that one. I don't know. I thought Giants at home might have one. They looked pretty good there for a while. I mean, the turnovers on defense were racking up for the Giants, and then that damn black cat came out onto the field and ruined their momentum. No, it was a bunch of factors. The Cowboys probably would have pulled it out anyway, even without that. I mean, it wasn't even halftime yet, and the Cowboys are a damn good football team. I just thought the Giants might have a little something and pull out a stunner on Monday night. Wasn't the case. That's how the cookie crumbles, and there you go. That was week 9. This is week 10. Let's just get into it. Let's call some games, and let's call them good. let's be right this week. All right, first off, the Chargers versus the Raiders on Thursday night. Ugh, this is a tough one. The Raiders just lost Arden Key, and the Chargers coming off a big win against the Packers. They might carry that momentum. The Raiders, yes, are coming off a good win against the Lions, and John Gruden has that team actually playing really good ball. I'm a fan of John Gruden as a person, but not as a coach, but I've got to admit it. right now, he's got them playing really good ball. The Raiders have found some really good offensive weapons in Josh Jacobs, Darren Waller, and they are using them effectively. And Hunter Renfrow is coming into his own, which I'm actually happy to see. I really like the kid, so that's cool. However, here with the Raiders at home, I don't know. I think the Chargers win. I'm going to call the Chargers winning 28-24. I just have a feeling that that defense for the Chargers is going to ride that momentum and ride it into a win. I think they can stop up Josh Jacobs enough. And then offensively, Phillip Rivers can get it done on a banged up Raiders defense that doesn't really have a pass rush going for it. And the back end's kind of faulty in some places as well. I do think the Chargers win. Alright, next up, Lions-Bears. Good divisional matchup. Should actually be a pretty good game. I wouldn't be surprised if either team pulls it out. Lions started out great and then just shit the bed. The Bears kind of just haven't, in moments they've gotten some production, but overall just have been pretty disappointing this season. Offensively, defensively, they're not the same team as they were last year. Defensively, they've lost a couple key pieces, and of course, Vic Fangio not being there, it's kind of a different defense. It's a different defense with Chuck Pagano. I do like Chuck Pagano. I think he is a really good defensive mind, but right now it's just not working for him or the Bears. However, with that being said, I do think the Bears win at home 26-17. I actually did, in fact, initially have the Lions winning, but I should trust my gut. I've changed it before and it's been totally wrong. I've not changed it before and it's been totally right. But here, I'm gonna pick the Bears to win 26-17 over the Lions. Something's telling me that, maybe the offense isn't great, but maybe Tariq Cohen gets something going. Maybe Cordarrelle Patterson has a good kickoff return for a touchdown. Maybe the Bears are able to force some turnovers on Matthew Stafford, Ty Johnson, or whoever is running the ball. I'm not sure how it goes, but I do think the Bears end up winning this game. Alright, next up, Ravens vs. Bengals. This one's pretty easy for me. I'm going to pick the Ravens to win, and I'm going to pick them to win pretty convincingly, 31-17. It is going to be interesting to see Ryan Finley come in and see what he can do. He was okay during the preseason, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do with the weapons. I do like Andy Dalton, and he was putting up some good numbers before he ultimately hit the bench, but maybe this is the spark they need to get a win or a couple wins. I doubt they get many with Ryan Finley this season, and I doubt they really want to at this point. They just want to get a good pick, get out of the season, see what they have in Ryan Finley and the other players. If Ryan Finley can do really good, maybe they don't have to draft a quarterback at least right off the bat. Maybe they can get the quote-unquote hometown hero, Chase Young or something, out of Ohio State. But there you go. Ravens win. Yeah, they might be riding a little too high, but the way they responded after the Patriots game, they were just like, it's a win, glad to get it, on to the next one. We just want wins. We don't care who it's against. We just want wins. I think that attitude carries forward through the season. Really good job by John Harbaugh coaching those guys up to be as humble and thankful as they are. Really proud of them so far. I think they get a win here. Alright, next up, Bills vs. Browns. This is actually pretty interesting. I think it might be actually a little closer than what people might think. The Browns defense, outside of the Broncos game, have been pretty good. I do think it was just a spark thing, just one of those things that shouldn't have happened, but did happen, and it was just a bad game for the Browns. They got down early and lost confidence. They did fight to the end, though. They were within 5, so good on them. The Bills defense, however, should just absolutely trounce the Browns offense. Baker Mayfield, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets 3 turnovers, again, maybe 2 picks and a fumble or something like that. The Bills defense is playing really good ball. Their offense is kind of struggling. That's why I think the Browns and their defense can keep it pretty close, but maybe Josh Allen can have himself a good day. Maybe Dawson Knox goes off. Maybe Frank Gore or Devin Singletary can have themselves a day on the ground. Who knows? But I do think the Bills win 20-10 over the Browns for the reasons I just stated. Again, the Browns defense, especially the front 7, have been pretty good. The back 4 have been off and on. Some of them have been injured and haven't really seen the field. But if there was ever a game that Josh Allen can prove that he still belongs in the league, which I think he does, I like him. He's been a little faulty, and he's not the best, but I do like him, and I hope he continues to grow in himself and become a good quarterback in this league. I think he can be here against the Browns. He just needs to show up and just do his thing. I think the Bills do here. I think they win. All right, the Panthers versus the Packers. Oh my lord, this was probably the toughest of the week to choose, and I still don't know if what I have written down is the right choice. It's going to be in Lambeau, and that's going to be a hard one for the Panthers to win, but god dang it, Christian McCaffrey is at an all-time high right now. MVP-like season. He is balling out of his mind, and I'm very impressed with him, and that's one of the things that the Packers are not good at stopping at the moment is receiving backs for one, and then really good running backs for two. I mean, Melvin Gordon and Austin Eckler had a pretty good game against them last week, and I'm going to call the Panthers to win at Lambeau. I think the Packers lose another game. I do think the Panthers win 28-23 over the Packers. The Panthers, I think Christian McCaffrey has another 3-touchdown game, and then they get another one somewhere, however they get it. I do think the Panthers defense is going to stop Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones and the like. Their pass rush is absolutely phenomenal right now, led by Brian Burns and Mario Addison. And whenever you have Luke Kuechly roaming around in the middle and all over the field, it's probably going to be a good day for you. I do think the Panthers win. Kyle Allen gets another one under his belt, and the Panthers continue rolling. And the Packers, again, I don't think they're a bad team. I think they're a really good team, one of the top teams in the NFL right now. I just think it's a bad mismatch with Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers. That's one of their weaknesses. I think the Panthers, Ron Rivera, can get a good game plan, and I think they beat the Packers. Packers maybe can rebound next week and the following weeks. I still think they make the playoffs. They're probably going to be the #1 team in the NFC North come playoff time. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case, but right here, I think they drop another one to the Panthers. All right, next up, Falcons versus Saints. This is always a really good game and always a shootout. I do think the Saints win over the Falcons 37-23. Falcons just aren't looking good defensively. The Saints are on both sides, offensively, defensively. They got Drew Brees back. Now they're rolling. If they don't have Drew Brees, they have Teddy Bridgewater, and they're still rolling. Their defense is playing lights out ball. They're doing really well. And the Falcons offensively are playing really damn good football. Matt Ryan is having a great season. It's just that they can't get a run game going, and their defense is faulty. And what do I keep telling you guys? It's all about run game and the defense. If you have a good run game and a good defense, you're pretty much set. They don't, and they are looking pretty damn bad. And I wouldn't be surprised if there is a change of scenery for a couple people, namely Dan Quinn, by the end of the season, if he makes it that far. Saints win here, and they keep on rolling, baby. All right, the Jets versus the Giants. The Giants going on the road. Oh, wait. It's a home game for both teams. How about that? How lucky are the Giants right here? Like, this is the exact opposite of a home team playing in London. You know, this is fun. The Leonard Williams revenge game, everybody. This should be a pretty interesting one. The Jets coming off a bad loss. The Giants actually doing the same to the only team the Jets actually won to, which is interesting. Yeah, the Jets coming off a bad loss to the Dolphins of all teams. The Giants, I mean, losing to a good Cowboys team, can't fault them for that one, really. But here, I do think the Giants escape at home on the road with a win. And I think they do that 24-17 over the Jets. I think it's going to be a one-score game. I think the Jets will keep it tight, but ultimately, the Giants, I think, with Saquon Barkley, Daniel Jones playing pretty good ball for a rookie. Damn good ball for a rookie, actually. He's showing some legs. He's got some wheels, I'll tell you that. He's pretty impressive when he's running the ball as well. Look out, Lamar. But I do think the Giants have enough weapons to get it done over the Jets and win here. All right, next up, the Cardinals versus the Buccaneers. This is actually a good one as well. This is a really good week, and it was a hard week to pick. I'll tell you that right now. But the Buccaneers coming off a loss, but a really good job against the Seahawks. Again, the Seahawks have been kind of struggling, so, you know, we called that one. But the Buccaneers playing off and on good ball. They're the same team as they were last year. I mean, a couple weeks they look like all-stars, or at least almost win. They're looking good. And then other weeks they just totally terrible team. 5 picks by Jameis Winston, 3 picks by Jameis Winston, guys fumbling, whatever, just giving up touchdowns like they're Oprah, like it's nothing. But no, last week they played really damn good football. This week they're facing a Cardinals team which has been kind of struggling on defense outside of a few people like Chandler Jones and Budda Baker. They're having some pretty good seasons, but offensively, I think they found a great weapon in Kenyon Drake. We said it was going to be a good fit for him, and boy was it. In his first game, he absolutely balled out of his mind and almost helped them get a win over the 49ers. Almost, but not enough. Kyler Murray played really good ball. He's proven to be a really smart playmaker for them, and I'm excited for him and the Cardinals moving forward. Getting him and shipping Josh Rosen actually was the right move. Cliff Kingsbury, wasn't sure of him coming in, actually was kind of against it. I didn't think it was going to work, but right now it's working with him and the offense he's built with speedsters at wide receiver, with Andy Isabella, Christian Kirk, and the gang. And then getting Kenyon Drake was a big move. Chase Edmonds, once he works back into the fold off his injury, should be pretty good. And then Kyler Murray, yeah, that was a great move. Their only weakness really right now offensively is the line. They really need to shore that up and maybe work on getting another tight end. But other than that, I think they're going to be a good team moving forward. I do think they win here 31-24 over the Buccaneers. I think it's kind of close, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Buccaneers pull it out, but I do believe in the Cardinals. I do think the Cardinals are getting better week by week. They definitely showed it against a strong, great 49er team last week, and I think they continue their momentum into this week, get a win, and who knows where they go from here. I don't think they get the playoffs, but look out for them next year and moving forward. They're going to be a team to watch, especially if they go into the draft and free agency and get some business done there. But here, Cardinals win. All right, the Chiefs versus the Titans. The Titans, really good defense. The Chiefs, not a really good defense. The Chiefs actually should be getting Patty Mahomes back this week. I thought they were going to get him back last week. I even put him in the thumbnail and in the title. Sorry for that. I didn't mean for it to be clickbait, but 2 days after I posted it and a day before the game, they announced that Matt Moore was going to get the start, not Patty Mahomes. I really thought he was going to be in. He should be back this week to face off against the Titans. Should be a good battle. Him versus Kevin Byard in that secondary. Logan Ryan, Malcolm Butler. If Malcolm Butler is actually not as injured as it looked like he was. I'm not sure how he's doing, but he took a bad fall and went straight to the locker room this past game. Anyway, the Titans offense, I think, can get some stuff done against that Chiefs defense, but ultimately, yeah, I do think the Chiefs win 34-20 on the road in Nashville. I think even if it is Matt Moore, Andy Reid knows how to build an offense around his quarterback, whoever it may be. Alex Smith played really good ball because Andy Reid knows what he's doing. Patrick Mahomes plays great ball, but I mean, he's a great player in a great system, so there you go. And then Matt Moore, and then he molded the offense to fit Matt Moore and his strengths, and it worked perfectly. Almost got a win the first night against the Packers, and then got a pretty good win against the Vikings this past week. But Patrick Mahomes should be in. If he's in, if he's not, the Chiefs win against the Titans. I think the Titans show some good stuff on defense, but ultimately, yeah, they don't win, and they let up a good amount of points. All right, next up, the Dolphins versus the Colts. The Dolphins coming off their first win, and even bigger than that, they got win of the week here on SVTV. I mean, come on. No one can take that away from them. That's almost as good as winning the Super Bowl. So there you go, Dolphins. Good job. But facing a Colts team who even might not have Jacoby Brissett, might have to be Brian Hoyer this week. Even with that, I do think the Colts pull it out 26-10. I don't think the Dolphins can carry that momentum in to this game, and I think the Dolphins fans would be mighty grateful if they can get a really good pick. The Dolphins team, don't underestimate them. Don't say, hey, they just want to tank, want to get it over with. I do believe they want to win some games. Obviously, I think they do want to have a good pick, especially at this point, but I do think their plan going into the season was to win. Didn't work out for the first couple of games, and then they were like, well, let's get a good pick, but let's also try to get some wins here and there. They got one last week. Proud of them. Colts, though, defensively, they're starting to gain momentum. They got some of the pieces back. Darius Leonard, Malik Hooker, they're on a roll. Offensively, they've got an amazing offensive line. Good weapons on the outside. Good weapon in the backfield of Marlon Mack. I think they win here 26-10 over the Dolphins, regardless of who's at quarterback. Sorry, Fitzmagic. I don't think you do it again here this week, but hey, Try and prove me wrong. Dare ya. But please don't. My pick'em record needs you to lose. Dolphins lose to the Colts. All right, next up, Rams versus Steelers. The Steelers, hey, good win against the Colts. The defense is looking pretty damn good in spots. They've got some good weapons on defense. That Minkah Fitzpatrick trade, again, looks like it was a very smart move by the Steelers. Devin Bush playing out of his mind as a rookie, really good player in the middle for him. And then Bud Dupree finally starting to come into his own. He's shown spurts here and there, but these past couple of weeks actually starting to get on a roll and get some good games under his belt. The Rams, on the other hand, coming off a bye, they should be fresh and ready to go offensively. Jared Goff is one of the leaders in the league, statistically doing a bang-up job. That run game, it could be better. I think they're starting to finally realize that they need to utilize Darrell Henderson a little bit more. They've been kind of getting him in. Maybe they get a good game plan in for him this week. I do think the Rams win 24-13 over the Steelers. I think that defense, Aaron Donald coming back to his hometown. He wants to perform for his family or whoever is going to be there. He's coming back in. He played at Pitt, going back to Pittsburgh, playing at Heinz Field. He wants to show up and show out. I mean, he does anyway, but this game might be a little bit extra for him, even if he says it's not. And then that back end of the secondary, it's improved a little bit. Jalen Ramsey really helped in that. And then you got Eric Weddle, who's just a timeless athlete, amazing dude, can play with pretty much anybody. And yeah, I do think the Rams come out and have themselves a good game and win on the road at Pittsburgh. All right, Sunday Night Football. Wow, another primetime game for the Cowboys and another primetime game for Kirk Cousins. We all know how those go. And, I mean, the Vikings lost a tough one to the Chiefs. The Cowboys won pretty convincingly against the Giants. It did not start out good. It started out god-awful, terrible, but they were able to turn it around and win convincingly. And here, I think it's the same. Well, maybe not convincingly, but I do think they win 24-16 over the Vikings. Again, Kirk Cousins, again, it's a team sport. It's not just about one player, not just about one quarterback. It's not just about Kirk Cousins. The whole team needs to perform for them to get a win on prime time. It just happens that Kirk Cousins is a part of that. And yeah, he's in one of the most influential positions in sports, and it lies on him to get the team ready and lead the team. It seems in prime time he just can't do that. But if they're going to succeed in this game, has to be defense, has to be Dalvin Cook. Kirk Cousins needs to step up when he's needed, which he hasn't done in prime time, and that's why he gets the fault. But here, they want to win. Dalvin Cook defense, run game defense. I'll keep pounding that till me or this channel dies. No, Cowboys get it. I think Dak Prescott has himself a game. Ezekiel Elliott probably will rush for a good amount of yardage, and then that defense finally starting to come around. I'm not sure if they'll get Leighton Vander Esch back. He hasn't been back. He got hurt in the Eagles game. Might not be back this game, but even so, Joe Thomas has actually stepped up, and so is Sean Lee. Sean Lee taking over for Leighton Vander Esch's spot. Joe Thomas taking over for Sean Lee's spot. And then Jalen Smith in the middle has been balling out, beasting out. Byron Jones in the back. Chidobe Awuzie and DeMarcus Lawrence up front. They're starting to come around, starting to play good ball. I think they get a win here. All right, lastly, Monday Night Football. Seahawks versus 49ers. Finally, a really, really good game on Monday Night Football. Should be fantastic. Should be a great game. Too bad it's Booger McFarland and Joe Tessitore calling the game. Take it how you can get it, I guess. But don't be surprised if you catch me rocking the radio with the real Monday Night Football commentating crew. Kevin Harlan, Kurt Warner. They're fantastic. Wish they would do the TV broadcast. But anyway, that being said, this is a good game. Seahawks versus 49ers. Seahawks coming off a close win, but a good win over the Buccaneers. They've been rocking and rolling, sitting at 7-2. The 49ers, only undefeated team so far in the league, looking great. Kyle Shanahan has them playing really good ball right now, and I think it's going to be a close one. Either way it goes, would not be surprised either way, but I do think the 49ers remain undefeated, winning 31-28 in a close one at home. Again, would not be surprised if the Seahawks pull it out. I just think they have a little bit too much going on defense that can be exploited, and offensively, they are getting Josh Gordon, and I think Pete Carroll tries to introduce him into the game plan early. I wouldn't be surprised if the first catch goes to Josh Gordon or anything like that, and I wouldn't be surprised if he has a good game. I don't think it's good enough of a game. I think the 49ers defense may may not be able to get Russell Wilson to the ground, but get pressure on him, force him out of the pocket, maybe force some bad throws or some throwaways, throw to the grounds, whatever it may be. And I think that 49ers defense can stop the running game of the Seahawks. Well, the 49ers offense gets one going. Tevin Coleman may have himself a game. Who knows? That's the way I'm calling it. 49ers win, and that is your Week 10. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Comment anything down below. I would love to hear from you in the comments. Copy and paste in the description for a weekly pick'em of your own. If you want to copy that and paste it in the comments, fill out who you think wins, score, whatever you want. Do pick alongside me or against me, however you view it. That'd be fun too. Bold predictions, thoughts, or questions, whatever you want. Put them in the comments down below. Would love to hear from you. But anyway, love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, I'm Buddy Strange. This is StrangeVoodooTV. Keep it strange, everybody. I'll see you in the next one, and peace out.